Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, the Bitcoin halving that I've been telling you guys about has happened. It happened yesterday, April 19, 2024, which was a Friday. Now, in some parts of the world, it also spilled over into today, Saturday, the 20th of April, 2024. But the bottom line is that Bitcoin halving has occurred. Now, we're going to see gradually, in my opinion, a rise in the value of Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I know this is because the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And when we had the first Bitcoin halving, you know what happened? We had Bitcoin increasing in value by 93 times. 93 times. Now look at that. So you take one Bitcoin and then you multiply the value with the calculator by 93 times. That's what happened after the first Bitcoin halving, and it takes place within a year. It takes place within a year. So we saw the first Bitcoin halving in 2012 and it increased in value by 93 times. Now the next Bitcoin halving, we saw that in 2016, and then it increased in value within a year's time by times 30. Look at me, by times 30. And then obviously, you know, we had the next Bitcoin halving in 2020, and then it increased in value by times 8. Times 8. So I don't think we're going to see it increasing in value by times 90 like it did the last time, but definitely at least we're going to see Bitcoin probably get to $100,000 or more. Right now Bitcoin is trading at $63,000. The Bitcoin halving has halved the rewards for mining from 6.25 Bitcoin to 3.125 Bitcoin. So that's half of that. So that means we're going to see considerably less mining of Bitcoin, which means that we're going to see that supply is not going to match demand. And when supply is higher than demand, what we're going to see is that price drops. And when supply is lower than demand, we're going to see that, you know, the value price skyrockets. So I'm going to tell you right now, Bitcoin is $63,000 and some fractions. I will encourage my subscribers, my followers, people who listen to me and who know my record. I'll encourage you guys to buy Bitcoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin is just going to be a good buy for the next year. So by April of 2025, we should be having this conversation of how much money we made. Now, don't forget, if you guys recall, when I told you guys January 1st last year to get the VOO, a lot of you dilly-dallied, a lot of you daddled. But at the end of it, when we got to January 1st, 2024, you saw how much money we made from VOO. The same thing with NVIDIA, although recently NVIDIA has lost some of its value, but it's still more than double the price that we bought it when I told you guys to buy. So I'll encourage you, buy Bitcoin now. And not just Bitcoin, I'm also going to encourage you, buy the corollaries to Bitcoin. When I mean the corollaries, I'm talking about Bitcoin Cash, which is now trading below $500. I see it getting to over $800. Buy Chainlink, and then buy BNB. That is BNB, which is a coin that is going to go places. The more Bitcoin rises, the more BNB rises. So buy Bitcoin, buy Chainlink, buy Bitcoin Cash, and BNB. My name is Reno Mokri, the Apostle of Prosperity. If you've watched this, you got questions arising from it, and you're a subscriber of mine on the X platform, ask a question there. If you're not, well, you're not going to see this video until 8 hours out of time, in which case I encourage you to subscribe. And don't just subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button here and also hit the notification bell. Now, this is the Apostle of Prosperity once again saying God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is